like the sometimes hungry fool that I am, I was going to the refrigerator, which I do lots of times during the day, and I come across this down in the bottom of the bin. A potato. I said, oh, I guess next dinner maybe I'll have a potato. Maybe bake a potato. But what happened is the potato got me thinking. And what I was thinking about is when I was a kid. I'm talking about like 5, 6, 7-year-old kid. And I lived in Detroit, in the city. It was called Midtown. Today it's called Cass Corridor. Anyways, it was full of people. There were people everywhere. All these apartments were full. And there's especially all these Southerners come up to Detroit to work in the auto factories. And this is like just right after World War II. But the potato brought back memories. And, well, today people have barbecues. They got a barbecue pit. They put the hamburgers and the steaks on and the hot dogs. Well, back then, no one ever heard of a barbecue. The actual tub, etc., that you put the coals in. There was no such thing. So what we did, because no one ever did barbecue, is we'd build a fire in like the parking lot back of the apartments where we lived, and we get a bonfire going, and someone would go and get a bag of potatoes. And then, of course, we had to have sticks. So we had to, well, there's enough trees around, break off a limb, strip it down, and get a stick. But we'd put the stick in the potato and put it over the fire. And this is adults and kids all around this fire, roasting potatoes. So that's what brought back memories of, is not barbecuing, but roasting potatoes. And this is what we did in the city before there was ever a suburb. And the suburbs really didn't start till like the 1950s. And at the time I'm talking about we roasted the potatoes, you were in the city, you drive out, and suddenly you're in the country. There were no suburbs. And I was amazed when I was in Madrid, Spain, and we were going back, Sharon and I were going back to the airport, and I was just looking at the city going by, and suddenly there was no city. There was farmland. And today they have the same thing in Madrid, Spain. No suburbs. Anyway, that lonely potato brought back the wonderful memory of sitting around the fire roasting potatoes. Of course, 5 years later, came the suburbs and the outdoor barbecue. But anyway, it was fun. And also we did marshmallows. Of course, marshmallows go way back, roasting marshmallows, probably another 10, 20 years before me. So that's my story of the lonely potato and the memories it brought back.